What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Lace 'em Up here at Beckley Wrestling. Man, do we got a special one today. This one, honestly, is real special for me just because this is my favorite high school in the entire country. In my opinion, they're one of the greatest. We're talking Bishop Mccort out of Johnstown, PA. These guys are absolute dogs, and it starts from the top. And this is my honest opinion. Whenever you're looking at this coaching staff, this is why these young men are at the. And if you haven't met them, I think you would understand why I feel the way that I do about this squad. But Coach Forrest, Coach Bassett, both Coach Jax Bassett, Coach Bill Bassett, Coach Howard Forrest. I mean, just an amazing group of men. And I know there's other coaches. There's literally an army that it takes to build this. So to whoever I'm forgetting, I do apologize. And I wish I could remember everybody from the coaches to the kids. So I just want to apologize now. I only got a certain amount of time, so I just want to make this and really get the point across that just how special this program is and what they have built. And this is a program that honestly I wish my son, I have a 3-year-old, and I can only pray that he could be on a team like this, just a squad like this, just with leaders like this, with coaches like this. Like, this is what I want him to be a part of. These kids don't wake up and just like, I'm going to go wrestle because mom and dad want me to. Coach Forrest said this himself after the state tournament. These kids love this. They love it. And that's what makes them so different than everybody else, in my opinion. Because they do love it. And who doesn't want to be a part of that? Whenever you go, I've seen it live. I've went to the Clarion Open where just a couple of them were wrestling. That's a college open. Then I've went to the state tournament. I've went to Powerade. I've went to Iron Man. And every time I know where the Bishop Mccort family sits. Because it doesn't matter who's on that mat. You can look up in them stands every single time and you don't know whose mom or whose dad is the parent, because it's a family. And that's what I love about Bishop Mccort. They all ride for one another. I've watched them, I believe it was Powerade, I could be wrong, pile 8 into a van. And to just go have a ball, let's go wrestle. They piled in, they jumped in, and then they drove off to Cannonsburg, like I said, I believe it was Powerade. So they took off, went to Cannonsburg, and went and wrestled for a couple days. That's the type of thing that you just don't, not everybody's doing that. And the way that they go about it, and to be honest, I got a story about Coach Bill Bassett. I look up to this man heavy. Very heavy. I met him at the Clarion Open. Bo was wrestling at it. Jax wrestled at it. And I seen him, and I had to. This is somebody that I've met his kids, from Melvin to Bo to Keegan. Just great young men. Great wrestlers. Why would you not want to pick this man's brain? Somebody you look up to. And whenever you meet their kids, just yes sir, no ma'am, like yes, it's how I want my son to be. So I picked his brain on some things and just how phenomenal it was. And I didn't have a dad growing up, so I guess that's what really made me want to ask the question. And I placed 3 times at the state tournament, and maybe I could have did better if I had somebody like Coach Bassett. So maybe that's why, like, I hold him at such a high level, because I see the way that he's ran his family from top, just outside looking in. I'm not saying everything's perfect and I know everything, but I truly believe he's a great man. And the way that he sat down and answered my questions and didn't make me feel like I was a burden or bothering him in any way, it was a very special moment for me. So, and that's not just him, like, it's the entire Bishop Mccort family. His wife, Carissa, amazing woman. his son Bo, Melvin, Keegan, Lil Boo Bassett. I got the same nickname, so my whole family calls me Boo, so I'm a rock with it. That's Boo Bassett for me. From here on out, you'll never hear me say Keegan. It's Boo Bassett. So but just love them. And even outside of that, man, when you just look at some of these kids, Owen McMullen, I mean, and when you see what they did, and I love Big O. By the way, bro, I love you just for the simple fact that you have supported me from the rip, from day one, every post, everything, man. You've always done it. So thank you, Big O. I'm telling you, your time's coming, big dog. Keep grinding, keep working. I promise you, your day's going to come, and I can't wait till it does, brother. You deserve it. Entire team as a whole. The whole entire squad. They get suspended for 2 years for some recruiting nonsense. They get no postseason. You can wrestle, but no postseason. And that's rough. That's rough on kids. You're taking away what they're working for. But I'll tell you what I love about what Coach Forrest, what the Bassett coaches did, and Coach Jackson, Coach Bill did, is they made Iron Man, they made Powerade, they made all of these, they made Fargo, they made them. This is what we're working for. For those 2 years, those were the state tournaments. And they got them boys' mindset right. They got clocks up on the wall. If y'all haven't seen their wrestling room, it's awesome, yo. They got a, it's literally breaks down. If you look up, like, it tells you how many days, how many hours to the second, when Iron Man's coming, when state is coming, when Fargo is coming. And it's just, I think it's an awesome thing, man. Just everything that they do, just a huge fan of. But now, real quick, let's jump right into this. These guys, so they do that. They get suspended for 2 years. They come back and look at what they did last season. This is 1 year. After missing 2, they come back. They do it in the 2023-2024 season. So they surpass records, right? And I wrote this down because they did so much. I usually don't write this stuff down, but this is how amazing this team was. So they're surpassing records, both district and regional. They took 6 regional champs. They took 7 district champs, tying the record at districts, beating the record at regionals. Unbelievable. 7 state placers, 3 of which were champs. Melvin Miller, Bo Bassett, and Jax Forrest. The other 4 placers, you're looking at 3rd place. Now, I hope I don't chop this up, Lincoln. I apologize if I do, big dog. Lincoln Slizanski, I know I chopped it up, but Lincoln. And then you also had Devin Margot, my guy. He's heading to Brown. Super proud of you, bro. You just keep growing, keep doing your thing. Awesome. Mason Gibson, heading to the Rutgers. Love this kid. Love every time I've ran into him. Just such an amazing young man. Just he proves the point of what a Bishop Mccort young man is about. 8th place, Jackson Butler. The Butler family, both them boys are absolute dogs, and the future is bright. And then you only lose 2. You lose 2 this year. And then this freshman class that's coming up. And of course, Boo Bassett's leading the way. You're talking about a man that just went to the U15 Pan Ams and won Greco and freestyle gold. Left his shoes in the middle of the mat for Greco. But we got a lot more freestyle to go, don't we, Boo? We got a lot more to go. And we got a lot more folk style to go. And what I love most about this team is they remind me, I'm a Buckeye fan. And Bishop Mccort is my favorite high school. And a big reason why is because they remind me a lot of the Buckeyes, man. They're just, the way they put their faith is in faith family wrestling, man. And I feel like they operate like that. And I love every second of it. I wouldn't want it any other way. And I can promise you, if it's like that in 12 years, my son will be a part of Bishop Mccort. I wouldn't want him anywhere else. The chances are probably slim, but a man can hope. And there's just nobody that I haven't met. And Bo Bassett, let me talk to you real quick, big homie. You got everybody in the world that wants you, bro. Everybody. And with success comes hate. You're going to have to deal with some of that, but you know that. You got your head right. I know you do. I see you, bro, every day. But I want you to know that you deserve everything that you're getting. The way that you handle yourself on a day-to-day, having the amount of followers is at your age is unbelievable. The way that you carry yourself, be proud of it, bro. Because I can tell you that here at Beckley Wrestling, I know we are. And I know I wouldn't want my son to look up to nobody else. You're an absolute dog. Watching you win Iron Man, watching you win Powerade, watching you win that state tournament. To be honest with you, I think losing at Who's Number One was the best thing that ever happened. I watched the internet explode over it. Then I watched you shut it right down. So keep doing what you're doing. Keep on that same path. You were raised by two amazing people. Melvin, same thing. Bro, the growth that I've seen in you. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Be proud of yourself, bro. Always head up. And Jax Forrest. You're one of the... Dude, you beat, honestly, my idol. Like somebody I've looked up to my whole life in NATO. At the Last Chance qualifier. You teched him. I was excited for that match because it's like the new up-and-comer that I love, and I hope he ends up being a Buckeye against a Buckeye that was a 4-time national All-American and a national champ as a true freshman. NATO was him. He's done some amazing things on a senior level, so, man, just shout out to Jax, man. Keep doing you, brother. We're really excited for your future and that scramble ability. I just always love watching you wrestle, buddy. And finally... Boo, Bassett, man, let's go. Let's get to Spain. Let's do this, man. The sky's the limit for you. You got this intensity to you that is... I'm going to guess you get it from your dad, but man, you got it, bro. Whenever you want to go get something, you go get it. So keep staying after it. Bishop Mccort is made up of a pile of young men that have amazing parents. And I know I don't have the time to name them all, but to all you parents out there at Bishop Mccort, just what an amazing job. I hope I can do half the job that you guys have done. You have made, and I've been blessed to be able to meet almost all of these kids. And you guys have just hit a home run. Straight, I don't know how to put it any better. But there's a lot more to go. This is a young team, and they're just going to keep getting better. And if it wasn't for you parents, they wouldn't be where they're at. They're very blessed to have y'all. But, hey, it's a new season. We got a lot more coming up. We got U20s coming up. We got a lot of, the Worlds are coming up. Let's get this thing together. Fargo's coming up. Keep rocking. Stay after it, Bishop Mccort. And I'm telling you, I think great things are in the future. I know great things are in the future. But that's it for us today, man. That's Beckley Wrestling. That's our little breakdown on what we think of Bishop Mccort and where we think they're heading. And I think the sky's the limit. But we love y'all. And that's Beckley Wrestling. Stay tuned for the next one. Make sure you smash that follow button. It's Beckley Wrestling. We coming straight.